Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I've missed you all. It's been a while. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for reaching out when I was down. I am super grateful. Here's me wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. In today's video, we are going to be making this beautiful bag right here. Well, I'm not very good at explaining how to draw a circle or how to create a circular pattern, but I'm going to try my best to make this video as detailed as possible. So let's go straight into this video. Okay, first thing first, I'm using a kariboard to get the pattern, but for the main bag I might not use kariboard. Let's see how it goes. I was considering using fiber. I'm sure you know what fiber looks like. Okay, so I'll use either the fiber or the kariboard, but for now let's get the pattern. So like I said, I find it really challenging to explain how to draft a circle, but if you look at the bag closely, you will see that it's not a perfect circle. So the first thing I want to do is to draw the circular shape on the kariboard, but before we do that, we need to take note of the measurement. The measurement I'm going to be using for this bag, you know, the bag comprises of the front, the top base, the back, and of course the flap. Okay, so the measurement I'm going to be using, the width of the bag, that's from here to here, is going to be 8 inches. That's the width. Then the length from here to this place, that the height is going to be 7.5 inches. The top base, which is from here to this place, is going to be 1.5 inches. The back, the front, the flap, they are all going to be the same measurement. From the picture you can see that the flap and the front are the same measurement. They are actually equal. Okay, so now let's get the curve shape. So to get the curved shape from the top of the bag, which is this part of the bag, okay, I came in by half an inch on this side and half an inch on the other side. Then I came down by 1 inch on both sides. After that, I took note of the midpoint. The width, like we said, is 8 inches, so the midpoint should be 4 inches. So now, using my free hand, I'm just going to connect the lines together by trying to create a circle, and you know it's not actually a perfect circle, so that's why I'm using my free hand. So I'm going to use my free hand to connect the circle down to the bottom, just like this. Now, because I know I can't do that same free hand on the other side, I decided to fold the paper into 2 equal parts, making sure that the paper is equal, that the kariboard is equal. Okay, then from the other side, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim according to what I traced on the other side. So once you've cut it out, this is what it's going to look like. The next thing is to transfer this same shape to the kariboard, that's the other part of the kariboard. Now, if you remember correctly, we subtracted half an inch on the top part of our pattern. We are going to subtract that same half an inch on both sides from the top base, that the back and the flap. We are going to subtract that same half an inch from both sides. Once you've done that, you take back that pattern, and from that 0.5 inch mark, you are going to trace it to be the exact shape of the front, that the other pattern that you created before, you're going to have that same pattern. So you are tracing that same pattern on the back and on the flap. So once you've done that, the next thing is to cut it out. Take your scissors and cut it out according to what you transferred to the carry board, according to what you traced on the carry board. Just cut it out. So before I continue with the cutting, I decided to give the top base a little curve. I want it to have a little curve, so I'm just going to trace this my desired curve the way I want it. I'm going to do this on both sides of the top base, just the top base. Creating that additional curve is not going to affect the shape of the bag in any way. I just gave it a curve because I wanted that top base to have a different look entirely. So having done that, I'm just going to cut it off. So here's what the pattern of the bag look like. I'm just going to take my ruler to fold that place so I can remember where the top base is by the time I start wrapping the carry board with my Ankara print. You can use with a blade if you want, just but not too much. You just cut that place slightly. You can see now that our bag is taking shape, and if you notice, I altered the measurement because I want my bag to be bigger than what's on the picture. I'm not really a mini bag kind of person. I actually want the bag to be big a little bit. So moving to the side of the bag, from the picture you can see that the side of the bag had a frame. The side of the bag was not attached directly to the body, it was attached to the frame, and the frame to the bag. Okay, so now we are going to be creating a frame, two different frames. Sorry, we are going to be making two frames for the side of the bag. So now let's cut the frame. To get the frame, all you have to do is trace this same pattern on a chipboard, just like this. We are going to trace it on the chipboard. We are going to trace two. Okay, so once you traced it, the next thing is to measure 0.5 inch all the way around the side of the pattern that we've traced on the chipboard. So we are going to measure 0.5 inch all the way around. We are going to do this for both sides. So once you've done that, just connect the 0.5 inches lines, just connect it together. Once you've done that, you just cut it out from the chipboard. That this piece, you're just going to cut out the frame, cut only the frame out. Okay, because what we are doing is we are trying to get the frame that we are going to be adding to the side of the bag. So which means all this part will no longer be useful. All this part, you are going to cut it out and just focus on the frame. So as you can see, we've cut out the two frame, and you can see now that it's actually the exact measurement of our bag. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to cut the main side of the bag. Now to cut the side of the bag, just take your tape and measure around the carry board. That the front piece, whatever you get from the front piece is what applies to the other part of the carry board. So just take your tape, ignore this ugly tape, please. Please ignore this tape, I'm very sorry, but just take your tape, measure it all the way around. Whatever you get will be the length of the side. So what do I have here? I got 20.6, which means I'm going to be cutting out the length of the side of my bag to be 20.6. Please take note of it, 20.6. Okay, so that's for the length. For the width, I'm going to be working with 2.5 inches. The width is going to be 2.5 inches by 20.6. Okay, for the side of the bag, I'm going to be using Mako 2. This very light Mako. That's what I'm going to be using for the side of the bag. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've cut out the side, which is 20.6 inches by 2.5 inches width. Everything now is ready. In my next video, we are going to be coupling the bag together. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. I'll see you in my next video.